What's up, man? Who's come to the comedy couch today, man? Tell them who you are.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Jmar Roache from Williamsburg, Virginia, originally by way of Las Vegas, Nevada. Just out there trying to make my mark on comedy, man, and hopefully get some new followers and supporters along the way to hopefully take me to the next level.
That's what's up, man. How long you been out of Vegas, man?
I've been out of Vegas now for about 4 months.
Okay, how's it going so far?
It's going great, actually. Doing great. I'm able to open up a couple opportunities for myself, you know. I earned, not given, I tell you that much. I came out there with a plan, a mission, and I've been hustling. And it's been going pretty good. Met some dope people, dope comics, bookers, and, just out there just trying to, pursue the dream, as they say,
Yeah. What's some of the venues you performed at out there so far?
Out in Las Vegas, I performed at the New Sky High Lounge. That place is pretty much the stomping ground before you can make it to the Dirty at 12:30. Dirty at 12:30 is a prestige comedy event put on by the late, great Ralphie May before he passed away. So hopefully I can make it out there. I performed well at New had an opportunity to perform at the Dirty, but hey, I got bumped. It happens to the best of us. But hey, the people that book it, they know me, they recognize me. That's what's really good. Entered a couple of competitions over at the Wise Guys Comedy Club. That's been going well for me, and just been hitting the mics locally and all around. And coming up this week for the first time, I'll be at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club out there by the Lynx Hotel. So again, a lot of well-known venues out there on the West Coast, and looks good for a resume when I start applying for these bookers, because I'm about to put my foot on their necks. You hear me?
So what day you gonna be at the Jimmy Kimmel?
I'll be there on this Friday coming up. I believe that's the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. 11:30. Show your skills. 11:30.
So make sure y'all go there.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club. Get your tickets online. Come on down and support. Merch coming soon. But even if I don't got any merch, just buy another drink and say, hey, that fat dude from Virginia was funny. I want to see him again. And tell them that, hey, I bought my stuff, but I bought one for him because he was funny. That's love right there. You know what they're gonna do? Bring me back. That's what I need. I need to come back.
So you mentioned Virginia, man. So describe some of the places you performed in Virginia, because you're pretty popular out in the VA 757 804 area.
Man, crazy part, I got real popular after I left. That's the funny part. But I had a lot of love, made some good friends, some dope comics out there, and had some good opportunities. I was able to perform on Don't Tell Comedy. That's a super secret comedy show that they do. Secret location, secret list of comics that come out. I was able to make it out to the Funny Bone out in Virginia Beach, Kaiser's Comedy Club. I was able to headline and close the show there, which was amazing. And definitely want to give a big shout out to Mr. VVO himself, Jamarcus Perry. That's when I put me on with his team, and we've been grinding ever since, man. Special shout out to Nick Dees. That's one of the producers for the Don't Tell Comedy. I was able to do that for Virginia Beach. Had an amazing time, man. And again, just, that's where I first started doing comedy. I met some dope comics, people that's on the next level now, taking their talents to beyond of just the open mic scene. Now they're starting to get booked. Now they're starting to book their own shows. Now they're starting to produce their own shows. And that's just a foundational vision that they provided me with. And hopefully I can take that same lesson, put it into action, and, do my own thing, put my own twist to it on the West Side.
Right. So I've always been curious, man, behind the scenes. I'm an engineer, so how do you develop your jokes? You get is it a format you use or what, man?
So the best format I got is live. I see something funny. If I think it's funny, I'm just trying to figure out how I can articulate it to where I can get that same response from a perfect stranger. You ever tell somebody a funny story and you laughing the whole time you're telling the story, and then at the end when they're not laughing, you just say, you had to be there? That's not how it works. You know what I mean? At least that's not how it works for me. If I can find a way to convey that just by using my words, even maybe doing a little demonstrations, if I can make sure that somebody else thinks it's funny, and that way I know I might be on to something. But just like everybody say, you got to get out there and hit the mics and practice, man. You can't be afraid to fail. That's what the open mics is for. Open mics is for you to get out there for free, try out some jokes for free that nobody paid for. So if you mess up, it's okay, because it was for free. So when they start paying to come see you, you can't do them same BS jokes that ain't hitting. And now if it's something you need to work on, something you need to continue, or something you need to just let go by the wayside. I got a couple of things that I think is hilarious, but I'm the only one that thinks funny. And that's not going to help out anybody else but me in my downtime,
Okay. Well, the audience is going to want to hear one of your jokes before we leave, right? So, but I do want to ask you, what are some comedians that inspired you to, go down this path, man?
Man, as of right now, I'm loving what Kevin Hart's doing, man. He's the hardest worker in show business right now. Love him, hate him, like him, dislike him, it doesn't matter. You got to respect the hustle. Kevin Hart been hitting the ground running since the pan heated up. Him and Nick Cannon. A lot of people may think that he's not their taste. Nick Cannon been famous since I've been a kid. Nick Cannon and Kenan Thompson. Kenan Thompson, he also runs a comedy show out there at the Jimmy Kimmel's in Las Vegas. I hope to get on there one day. But Kenan Thompson and Nick Cannon, they both been on TV since I started looking at TV. And what I would do was stay up late. I grew up in a family, we weren't poor. You know, we weren't poor, we were blessed, but we definitely weren't rich. So my favorite time of the year is when we got those free 2 weeks for HBO. And every time we got those free 2 weeks of HBO, that's when we got that comedy special. You know, we didn't have the little blockers that you got on the comedy box now. You can't just decide what you do and don't want on TV. I used to stay up late. That's when I first got introduced to Bernie Mac. That's when I first got introduced to Chris Rock. That's when I first got introduced to Steve Harvey, man. Them guys really, when I first seen that, I said, man, this is something I really want to get into. This is what I want to do. And then I seen the guy, the first comic rock star before Kevin Hart. Got to be Eddie Murphy, man. Eddie Murphy was the first comedic rock star. You remember Eddie Murphy used to wear them leather gloves and had them big chunky diamond rings on top of his gloves? My boy, man. Rock star in the living flesh, man. And we just get up there and just talk, then just be funny. Not even trying to tell jokes, not even trying to do a whole setup, premise, and punchline, just talking. You know, just conveying funny, just oozing charisma, man. That was the guy, man. But that shaped and molded me to want to give it a shot, to give it a real try. Definitely was Eddie Murphy and Bernie Mac, hands down. And the guys right now that's killing, like I forgot his name, Ryan Davis, hilarious young dude, man, killing it right now in the game. Gabriel Iglesias, he doing stuff, he's selling out stadiums and arenas right now, killing it right now, man.
We can't forget our boy Dave Chappelle.
Absolutely, Dave Chappelle. And you know what's crazy? I think he's funny. I think he's a comedian, but I don't think he's a real comedian, man. I think he was just put on this earth just to help you jog your thoughts, and he's doing it in a way that makes you laugh and say, man, he's not lying, man. Dave gets you thinking, man. That dude knows how to just articulate. He's a wordsmith for real, man. He just knows how to just take words and just have them just form a way to have your mind and your thoughts processing, and then the whole time you laughing, by the time you stop laughing, man, he just told me something deep. I need to go back and listen to what he just told me, man. Dave Chappelle's a goat. He's out of this whole world, man. Awesome. And Bill Burr, that's someone that came up with Dave Chappelle, man. Hilarious, man. It's just dope. It's just dope to see how many different. It's dope how you can look at one thing and get 20 different viewpoints or variations of what you're trying to convey to people from different standpoints. Right. And I would just love to be one of those guys, just have you think about something, have you convinced that, hey, I never thought of it that way, but if it wasn't for him, I would have never thought of it that way in the first place. So
you mentioned some comedy great names, right?
Absolutely.
What sets you apart, makes you different from the others?
Man, I don't want to sound like I'm just telling jokes. I just want to feel like I'm talking to you. You know, I want to be able to be, I want to feel like you just invited me over, we sitting down having a drink, and we just having a good conversation. You know, if I can make you like me, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? You don't know me from a can of paint. Anybody that come talk to me, they don't know who I am. They might not even care who I am. But if you just take the time to give me just 5 to 10 minutes just to have a conversation with you, next thing you know, hey, I dig this guy. Let me just keep listening to what he's talking about. Something that give you something that's thought-provoking, something that's gonna make you have a good time, and most importantly, something that's gonna take your mind off of all the craziness and nonsense that's going around the world today. If I can take your mind off of what's crazy going on out there, or make you laugh at the same thing that I think is crazy that you think is crazy as well, I feel like I'm doing my job. So I feel like that's the job I'm going to achieve.
So look, man, if your fans want to get in contact with you, got social media, you got Twitter, you got Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
I left Twitter alone a long time ago. As soon as I turned to X, yeah, I was Twitter's X right after that. I was done. But Instagram and TikTok is both Jmar_Boy Wonder. All one word, Boy Wonder. Yeah, I got that Boy Wonder tag when I used to host the podcast, Everything But Religion, EBR. Episode's still floating around. You should check them out, man. It's the perfect blend of ignorance and intelligence. Yeah, I was the ignorant one, as you can tell. But yeah, Jmar_Boy Wonder for Instagram and TikTok. And if you're trying to find me on Facebook, it's just my name, Jmar Roache. JMarRoache. Jmar Roache.
How about YouTube?
YouTube as well, Jmar Roache. Yeah, definitely going to start posting some clips and things up there. And, check me out.
All right, well, look, man, thanks for coming to the A. Jumping on the comedy couch right quick, man.
Sure.
You got to hit that flight, man. So anything else you got to say, anybody you want to thank, family members, anything like that, man?
I definitely want to thank my family, immediate and extended. Anybody that ever supported me, just trust and believe, I'm rooting twice as hard for all of you. And if you don't remember nothing I say, nothing I do, just remember this, something I tell everybody that takes their time and hard-earned money to come and see me. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. Y'all better make life worth living. I love y'all, man. Peace.
Peace.